Hi guys, it's me, Sarah. This is going to be a kind of massive haul video with one, well not one, because I actually went to 3 different locations. It's been a while since I've done a video, I know. Maybe I should address that. So it's been a while since I've done a video, partly because we're moving and it's just been very stressful and we've got a lot of things going on. So this really hasn't been like a priority for me at the moment, but that doesn't mean that I haven't been thinking about it. I mean, of course I've been thinking about it because it's something that is important to me. It's just not the most important thing right now, so I've just had to focus on other things. But I'm going to do a quick video. Well, hopefully it'll be quick. I always say that and it never really is. But I went to 3 different stores. One of them is a store that I feel like most people don't really talk about, and they should, because I really like their products now that I've tried a lot of them out. So I'm going to start with like the basics. Sephora and Ulta, not basics, but I feel like those are like the most common places to go. I'm going to start with Sephora because I think I got the least amount of things from them. And I purchased this quite some time ago. I apologize for like the fingerprint smudges, but I've been using this like crazy. So this is the Edward Bess quad. It's actually considered I think it's supposed to be considered like a face powder, but I've been using it as eyeshadow and a face powder because it's got 4 different colors there. I really like the colors, and you can pop this out actually. It's got like a hole there where you can pop it out and put it in like a magnetic, I'm not even pointing to it, a little hole right there. You can pop it out and put it in like a little magnetic palette if you wanted to. This is really expensive. I think it was like $40 or something ridiculous like that, but I really wanted this quad. I like the powder. I think it's better as a blush than it is as eyeshadow, but it does really well as eyeshadow as well, so it's kind of multitasking that way. The brush, considering how much you pay for this, the brush is like ridiculous, because this is like cheap crap that you can get from Wet n Wild. So Edward Bess, if you're the company, whoever, if you're watching this, like seriously, if we're going to pay that much money for this product, the least you can do is give us a decent brush. It's really crappy. I hate it. But the product itself is really nice. This one is in the color Monte Carlo. It's number 2. They have a few other colors, but I got this discounted, or not discounted, but I had coupons, so I was able to get it for cheaper than the original price. And then another thing I bought was a brush. It was the foundation brush from Sephora's Pro collection. I think they've redone this collection because now the handles are black instead of like the silver handle that they had originally, and they come with these covers, so I think that they're a tiny bit more expensive than they used to be, which really, Sephora brushes are slightly overpriced in my opinion. Slightly to way overpriced, depending on what kind of brush it is. So I've clearly been using it. It's dirty. On the one side, and this is number 47, by the way, if it's easier for you to find it by the number and not by the fact that it's the Pro Foundation brush by Sephora. On the one side, I've been using it as a blush brush, and on the other side, I've been using it as a highlighting tool. The reason why I started using a foundation brush to do this is because I've been watching these videos by this Korean makeup artist. I can't remember her name, but I'll post her link down below to her channel, and I'll also post her name somewhere around the screen so you can search for it yourself if you don't really feel like checking it out right now. Anyhow, so yeah, so she actually uses foundation brushes or concealer brushes to apply blush, and what she does is she like pats it onto the skin with like the flat side of the brush, pats it on and then kind of smooths it in. And I actually kind of like that because I feel like, especially with really pigmented blushes, I don't want to have like clown cheeks, and I think that's a really good way of controlling the color. And I find that this is really helpful in applying highlighter anyway because it's flat, and I feel like I'm not like splaying product all over the place. It just seems to be a little more precise in my opinion. So I've really been loving this brush, but I feel like you could probably get a Sonia Kashuk brush for a lot cheaper that can do the same job. So it's not necessary to get this one, but I do like it. And then for free, I got the, because I redeemed some points, I got the Clinique High Impact Mascara. Sam and, well, I guess maybe Nick does it too, but Sam from Pixie Woo uses this mascara pretty often in her videos, so I thought I'd go ahead and try it out, and I didn't pay for it. It was free, so that was good too. And then the other thing that I got that was like a sample, I haven't really popped this open yet, but let me see if I can bring it out. It's the Bare Minerals Stroke of Light Highlighter, and it's like the sample size thing that I got. It's really teeny tiny. It's like the cutest little teeny tiny thing I've ever seen. It almost looks like a tiny lip gloss, but it's not. It's a highlighter. It comes out just like a lip gloss does, and it has like a kind of, not a doe foot applicator. It's got some kind of weird funky applicator that I really like. And it's kind of got like a pinky-ness to it. It's not quite like just straight up white or pearlescent-ness. It's got kind of like a pinky vibe to it. So it's cute. I think it's nice. I don't know how much it costs because I got this as a sample, so I don't know if I would purchase this. And then the next store I went to was Ulta. I specifically went there to purchase this product, so I'll go ahead and hold this up. I specifically went to purchase the Phytocyane. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's basically like this revitalizing serum that's supposed to add like density to your hair if you feel like you're having thinning hair for specific reasons. So I think I'm reading the back of this right now. So it's for women who have thinning hair due to stress, fatigue, diet, pregnancy, or seasonal changes. I have a very stressful job. I work 12-hour shifts. I think I've mentioned this before. Basically, I work in emergency services, and yeah, it's very stressful. It's not an easy job to do. It's really hard, and I enjoy doing it because I feel like it's very fulfilling, but on the other hand, I feel like it's taking a toll on my body as well, and I need to learn how to deal with the stress. So if you have any tips, go ahead and post that below. I used to jog fairly often, and lately that's not been a priority for me because it's been the holidays and it's too cold outside and I don't want to jog, but I'm going to start that back up anyhow, so that's neither here nor there. But basically, this is a kit. It's pretty expensive too. I think it was like 50 bucks, but this is a kit. I think it's got like a 3-month treatment plan, and it comes with these little vials that are packed like this. These right here where like the thing is scored, where the vial is scored, you can literally just pop off the top, and then it comes with a little dropper that you add onto the bottle. It's like a plastic dropper, and you stick it in so you can control where the product's going. It's not like the product's getting all over the place and you can't control it. And you can go ahead and try to concentrate it in the areas that you feel like you're thinning. So yeah, I have a problem with thinning hair right now because of stress, and it's probably partly to do with poor diet. So I'm the kind of person who's always been kind of overweight, but I've always had thick hair, good looking hair, and I've always had fairly good skin until the past couple of years. And now like the thinning hair is becoming an issue, so I'm pretty vain in that sense, and I'm wanting to prevent that. I've only used 2 vials, as you've seen, of the treatment. You're supposed to use it like once a week, and then if you want to like really amp it up, you can use it like 2 to 3 times a week, I think, for 4 consecutive weeks, and then you do it again in 6 months. So I so far really like it. I've used it 2 times. The day after I used it the first time, I washed my hair, and there was like no hair. I didn't have like what's called the hair rat, where like basically your hair's coming out and you kind of like ball it together. I didn't have that, so that was kind of cool, and that hadn't happened to me in a pretty, well, I don't think that's ever happened to me, even when I did have really thick hair, because I had so much hair. So, yeah, so that's never happened before, which I thought was kind of neat. So, if you want to know more about this, I'll go ahead and try to do a review of it and explain more about it, but I don't want to get too much into it because I don't want this video to go on any longer than it already has. And so, I went ahead and I bought Seche Vite. I've talked about this, I think, before in several videos where I've hauled it or I've done reviews of it. I'm a pretty big nail polish freak. I've got a big collection. Actually, I should probably do a video on that. I've got a very large nail polish collection, and Seche Vite is my top coat of choice. It is by far the best top coat. I love it. It dries your nails fast. It gets the job done. I was kind of nervous because our Ulta is actually moving locations just down the street, so it's not far away, but they're switching locations. And when I went in, it seemed pretty empty for some reason, and then I realized it was because they were moving. So I got kind of nervous because I wasn't seeing this, and I really needed a new bottle because my old one's getting kind of gunky and thick. And so the lady had to help me find it, but we found it eventually, so I'm glad I got it. And then 2 more things from Ulta. I got one of the new shades from the Color Tattoo Metal, well, the Color Tattoo 24 Eye Studio, no, Maybelline's 24 Eye Color Tattoo, and this is like in the metal collection, I guess. This is in the shade Inked in Pink, number 55, and I'll show it to you. It comes off a lot frostier and lighter than that when you swatch it or when you put it on your eyelid. I bought this in particular because I thought it would be a good complement to Pomegranate Punk, but honestly I'm kind of regretting having purchased it because I purchased 2 or 3 other shades from the last limited edition collection that they came out with, where they had like a green one and a brown, and I think they had like this pearly color too, and I was kind of disappointed that they didn't have as good a staying power as the original collection did, as the core collection. So I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully I'll like that one and it won't be a problem. And then this last one is actually the Kardashian makeup line. It's called Khroma Beauty, and it's based off of Kourtney, Kim, and Khloe. So this is the Kardazzle palette, and this is Khloe's Kardazzle palette. There are 3 of them. There's one that is for Kourtney, there's one that is for, and I'll show you, she actually has a picture on here. There's one for Kourtney and there's one for Kim too. And I think that Kourtney has the best packaging because hers is like in a rose gold shade. Kim has a silver one, and obviously Khloe has this gold shade. And it's got the same pattern, the same like crocodile pattern on it. I liked the shades in Khloe's palette the best. I hope you can see that. So here we've got some matte shades all along here. They're very neutral, and then you've got some glittery shades. I've gone ahead and I swatched them, and I actually really like the texture, and I'm wearing some of the eyeshadows right now. I'm wearing these 2 right here. I'm wearing these 2 on the bottom here on the top row, and then I'm also wearing this darker one as my eyeliner, so I really like it. The glitter ones, I haven't had a chance to use those so far. They also have these blushes or face powders. I haven't had a chance to use those either, but I do like the colors, so I wouldn't mind using them. I don't know if I'll ever use this color in the middle because I feel like that as a highlighter is really kind of too glittery for me. I think the other one that I would really want is Kourtney's because she's got really cute packaging. Hers has some brighter colors. Like I think she actually has like a pink eyeshadow, so I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if she has a blue one either, but she's got brighter colors in hers. And then Kim's are all like dark, smoky, like silvery grays and blacks. So yeah, that's totally not my style, so I didn't go ahead and jump at that one, and I wasn't a fan of the packaging. They have several products. They have like several mascaras that are individually packaged, and then they have a kit of the mascaras in minis, so if you want to try them out and figure out which one you like, that's kind of neat. And then they had like a bigger palette. I feel like, yeah, I'm pretty sure they had a bigger eyeshadow palette, and I think they had some eyeliners. I could be wrong about that, but they had a bunch of stuff. So I really like this so far. I've been using it for like the past couple of days, and I feel like this is a really good thing to take with you and travel. It's really small. All you need is a few brushes in your makeup bag and you're good to go. So I recommend it. I think I purchased this for, I can't remember, but I'll post all the prices and everything along with the items that I'm holding up and down below. And then the next store I went to was actually an online store. Well, for me it is because I don't live in Korea. It's the store called Style Nanda. The reason I purchased this brush was because of that Korean makeup artist. Well, I also purchased several Style Nanda products because of that as well, because, well, there's one in particular that I really wanted, but I decided to get a bunch just to make the shipping price worth it, basically. So I bought several products from them, but they're all pretty affordable, and I really, really like what I got. I'm going to start with one of my favorite items. I use this pretty much every day now. This is called, let me find the box because it has the name of the box. It's called the, oh, it says it on the product, duh. It's called the, well, all their makeup products are called three concept eyes. I don't really know why. And then they have the symbol as a triangle, which is kind of cool. And they have several different kinds of makeup bags and shapes. They have a makeup bag actually in the shape of a triangle, which I thought was kind of interesting. I don't know how functional that is, but it's kind of neat that they have it in the shape of their logo. So anyway, this is called the Magic Touch Face Maker, and I really like it. It's got a mirror, and I don't really use the mirror all that much. And this one also has like a little hole in the back so you can pop out the pan if you wanted to go ahead and depot it. But anyway, so it's kind of like, it kind of reminds me of those limited edition duo face powders that they had by MAC way back when, where they had like a contour and they had a highlighter. I can't say that this is comparable to any shade by MAC because I don't own any of those, so they look similar, but I can't tell you if they're dupes. So I really like the contour. It's very subtle. It looks kind of golden here, but I swear it doesn't come off as like a bronzer and it's orangey or anything like that. It comes off looking pretty natural in my opinion. And the highlighter is pretty intense. Maybe I should try to highlight that. I don't know if you can see this. I don't know how like highlighty that's going to show up. Maybe not at all. Do you see it catching the light at all? I can't tell. Anyway, so I really, really like it. I think the highlighter is very pretty and champagne-y, and I think it looks fairly natural. I mean, you can probably tell that you're wearing a highlighter, but at least it doesn't look like chunky glitter or anything crazy like that. And, yeah, and then the contour is matte. So I really like this. Again, I use this pretty much every day. And then the product that I specifically purchased from Nanda because of that makeup artist that I had mentioned earlier was this product. It's called the Highlight Beam. And it's basically like a highlighter, a liquid highlighter. And she had been mixing it with like her foundation or moisturizer or tinted moisturizer even. And basically kind of made like her face product. Or no, basically trying to make her base dewier, so she used this product instead to help with that. I don't think I'm making any sense, but hopefully you understand what I'm trying to say. Anyhow, so it's very similar to High Beam by Benefit and to the Boots No. 7 highlighter. Was it like illuminating lotion or something like that? Something to that effect. It's got this pink pearlescentness to it. A little bit goes a long way, but it's really hard to control how much comes out of the pump. It's really pretty though. I like it a lot. I have used it mixed in with my tinted moisturizer, and I do like it. I think it comes off looking pretty well on my skin. But I mean, unfortunately, because they're not based here, they do ship here, and luckily their website's in English. If you're an English speaker, they actually have a version that you can take a look at and purchase from them. But yeah, they do ship here, but they aren't based in the US. You can't just, the availability is not there. So if you're really wanting to purchase like an item that's similar to this, I would just go for the Boots version, the No. 7 version that's available at Target. However, I will say, I feel like it's been several months since I've been able to see it available for sale at Target, so they may not even have it for sale anymore, which kind of stinks. Anyhow, so then the next product I got was this cream blusher. They have several shades of this, but the shade I got was called Baby Peach. And it comes in a tube like this, and that's the corresponding color. So hang on, let me go ahead. It comes out with a little, it has a little nozzle at the top. And I'll just swatch it for you. And again, with this, a little bit goes a long way, so that's kind of like the base color right there, but you can kind of sheer it out as much as you want to, or as little as you want to. So that's basically it. I'm not being very careful with this. I'm trying to sheer it out as much as possible. But you really could probably sheer it out to almost nothing if you wanted to. Anyway, I quite like it. I'm excited to try to use it for spring. And then the other thing that, well, one of the other things I purchased was a eyeliner. I think this is waterproof. It's the Creamy Waterproof Pencil Liner for Eyes. It's got a smooth texture for long-lasting color, and this is in No. 11 Glam Khaki. And luckily a lot of their packaging comes out in English, so I don't know if that's on purpose because I'm American and it was shipping to the US, or if they have packaging that's in Korean as well. I will say that all the ingredients, everything on the products are in Korean, so I don't really know how it is that they're doing that dualness, but I like that it's got English and Korean on it. So that's basically what it looks like. This is one of those ones you're going to have to sharpen. It doesn't twist up. And I'll go ahead and swatch it. And I will say that it is pretty waterproof. I mean, you really have to scrub to get this off because I've done that before. So I don't know if you can tell how green or khaki colored that is, but I feel like it would be a good dupe for a brown eyeliner. And then one of the other things that I use really every day pretty much is the Waterful concealer. They have a Waterful foundation, and I didn't decide to purchase that because I really just needed concealer. I like this concealer. I think the coverage is really good. However, and the texture is really nice because it's like a moussey texture. However, it does do that drying thing where it shows like how flaky your blemishes are if you're trying to cover up like a zit or something like that. And I really hate that. So I've been having to mix it with my, if I can find it. Yeah, with my Garnier Skin Renew Anti-Dark Circle Roller. I was using this as a concealer for a little while. The problem is that this doesn't last long. The staying power on this is really good. So the two of them mixed together, I think, is a phenomenal combination because this is very blendable. And I just think that it makes the concealer look more natural. So I really like this one. Oh, and I also bought Sonia Kashuk concealer that I'll try to talk about eventually, but I left it in the other house that we're moving into when I was taking a shower there, and getting ready to hang out with friends. So that one I actually really like. I think the texture of that one's really good, and it's a cream concealer. So unfortunately, I wish I had it with me so I could show it to you, but I don't. And then I also got this eyebrow kit. I really like these colors. I think that they look natural for eyebrows, and it comes with, I don't know if you can see the tools, but it comes with like a spoolie here and then like a little brush. I've used the spoolie and I like it. The brush I've used a little bit too, and it comes with obviously a mirror. But I think that the colors are really good, especially for me, because I find it hard to find eyebrow shades that aren't red for some reason, which is really annoying. And then I got a couple of other things. So hang on. I've got, where did I put it? Oh, here we go. I got these sponge applicators. I just thought that they would be nice to use as like face powder and for my the cream blush instead of having to use like a brush or something, because I'm tired of having to wash brushes. And then as a free gift, they also got me this, or they gave me this cotton stick. Basically, it's like a cotton swab, but it's shaped funny, or you have to like stick them together somehow. I think there's fluid in them. So I don't know if this is supposed to help remove makeup or what, but it's kind of interesting, so I thought that was kind of cool. And then I also got this mirror. I'm not going to show you the mirror part because I don't want it to be all reflective, but basically it's a square mirror, and it's really neat. So I really like it. It says the logo on the back, and it doesn't, what I really wish it was double-sided so that one side would be large and the other side would be normal size, but it isn't. But that's okay, because I just needed another little mirror, just because. And then I got one last thing from them that isn't beauty related. It's actually style related, but they also sell clothes on their website. I feel like they're kind of like a really big catch-all, like not catch-all, but I feel like they're a big store, a major store that just has everything. So I feel like they're kind of like Forever 21 or H&M with good cosmetic products. And if that were the case, if H&M or Forever 21 had that available, I would probably live at that store, or either of those stores. So more so H&M than Forever 21 though, but that's just me. Anyway, so yeah, so I also got these gloves that I really like. I think that they work fairly well, and I'll tell you why, because these gloves specifically where the fingers are supposed to help you use touchscreen cell phones or touchscreen devices. So it's like really frustrating when you're wearing gloves and it's cold outside and you have to do something on your phone and you can't do it because you have to keep taking off your gloves. But with these I don't have to do that, and it's really nice too because these sleeves fold down, or I guess gloves fold down. So if you're wearing shorter sleeves or 3/4 length sleeves, you can kind of take these off or unfold them basically and put them up your arm so that the rest of your arm isn't cold from being uncovered. So yeah, so I'm really glad that I found these because they work really well. But basically what I'm trying to say is that Style Nanda I think is a very untalked about product. I don't know, maker, manufacturer, cosmetics company, I don't know. And to be honest, like I said, I don't know if Style Nanda is the brand for the makeup company or if they just happen to sell 3 Concept Eyes with their company. I'm not really sure. So I guess 3 Concept Eyes is the cosmetics company that I want to praise here because I think that they really are phenomenal. I think they're pretty fantastic. If you purchase, if your purchase is over $100, which really isn't that hard, shipping is only $10 from Korea. That's pretty good. And I got to track the shipment all the way from Korea to the U.S. and it really was very quick. And what else? If it's less than that, I think shipping is $20. So to me, it was kind of worth it to make sure I got like a big haul rather than just doing a little bit. If you're able to swap with somebody, I suggest you do that because I'm sure it'll be a lot more cost effective, although shipping may still be kind of pricey. But yeah, I'm really happy with the Style Nanda products that I purchased. The ones that I've pointed out that I use every day are pretty phenomenal. I really, really like them a lot. So if you want any reviews of any of the products I talked about, just give me a holler down below in the comment section and I will get back to you with that and do a review. So I'm really glad I'm doing this video because I feel like it's been so long since I've done anything on YouTube, so I'm kind of excited to be back even though I sound tired. Anyway, I really am excited, so I hope to see you guys soon. Hopefully I'll be doing another video fairly soon, although I never really see you guys, I just post videos so you guys can see me. So, I don't know, that's kind of strange, but you know what I mean. Anyway, bye.